Hello Libras, welcome to your mid-September 2017 tarot reading. Happy birthday to some of you early Libra signs, Libra suns out there. Again, this is a general reading, so be sure to watch your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever sign you identify with. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, send me an email, solitaire@gmail.com, or visit my Etsy store. It is going to be posted in the description down below, so don't forget to check that out. Now, we do have the Nine of Wands coming up, so I do feel like for some of you Libras, it's kind of a waiting game for you. I feel like some people in your life, family perhaps, may be thinking that you guys are, being lazy and that you're not taking action, but I feel like what you're doing is taking a necessary time out, or just necessary time to reflect, to evaluate what's going on before you make your next move. I feel like you're not being lazy, you're being strategic in your actions, and you are waiting for the opportune moment. And I feel like you are covering all your bases still. You're not kind of letting things go. You're not just, being passive about this. You are waiting for the right time for you to strike. And I feel like other people don't necessarily understand that, but I do feel like, you just be true to yourself, Libras, and they'll see. You don't have to owe anybody any explanation. If you feel like what you're doing is right for you, then don't hesitate. Okay, so that was a message coming across. Now let's see what else these cards have to offer Libras for the rest of this month of September. Lovely Libras. Okay, the first card is giving a general indication of the energies at play this month, and we have Ace of Swords. Okay, so yes, I feel like there will be some sort of problems communicating this for the rest of the month. Possibly, this has been going on for a while. I feel like definitely this is like, some sort of rut, something kind of, some wrench that was thrown in your plans for whatever reason, and there's something that's kind of holding you back, and it's hard for you to, express yourself, hard for you to communicate this, and hard for other people to understand really what's going on, what your thought process is, what your logic and reasoning is. But you know what, that's not for them necessarily to have to understand. I feel like, it's hard for you to kind of speak up about it right now. And for whatever reason, there's something blocking you from doing that. There's something preventing you from being able to express yourself and explain yourself properly. But again, you don't owe anybody any explanations. I feel like these people in your life who care about you should trust that, you're doing what is right for you, and hopefully they can just be supportive for you. This Ace of Swords could definitely be, a delay in some sort of major change, maybe a career shift or some sort of shift in, a lifestyle switch perhaps. Like maybe some of you have been wanting to, eat a lot healthier, but you just can't. Or some of you have been, saying, okay, I'm going to work out, I'm going to, live this whole fit regime lifestyle, and yet something's blocking you, something's preventing you, and I don't feel like, that blockage is going to be cleared up this month, although I do feel like, it's there. It's just on the other side, but something is kind of in between you and the other side for now, although I do feel like it is close, it is within reach. So the next card, Libras, is going to be something that you guys are missing, something that you should take note of. Five of Swords, so another Swords card. And so something that you may be missing, you need to take note of, okay, are there any unresolved drama, unresolved conflict or issues that you have. Probably with a partner. This could be, however, with family, parents, siblings, your own children. Is there something that is hurting you inside, and that you may be just pushing away, pushing down to this, for you not to deal with? Is there something that is still hurting you? Because I do feel like this card is all about struggle, conflict, and definitely you see their backs are turned to each other. Definitely lines of communication cut off. Hard for these two people to really express their true feelings, and so that could be why it's hard for you. You could be dealing with residual pain, residual drama from this incident, or from just a general feeling where you feel maybe betrayed, or you feel like nobody understands you, or you feel like you've been misunderstood and kind of left out in the cold in some way. So I do have to say that you want to, nobody wants to revisit past hurt and past pain, but I do feel like definitely if this card is coming up, it's like you need to look at what you could be, what this could be referring to, what you could be hurt still over, and I feel like that could be the key to why you're not making any progress in whatever lifestyle change or whatever career change you've been wanting so badly, and that you kind of feel like you're on the verge of attaining your goals and of having what you want, but I do feel like there is something that is just preventing you. And I do feel like maybe you still need to learn, and you need to develop a little bit more and heal from that trouble. So let's see what your general advice is, Libras. We have Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about the home life. This is about balance. So I do feel like maybe some of you are finding it difficult to, again, make those changes because of some hurt. But as general advice, the Two of Pentacles is like, just telling you to own it. I know it's not very compassionate advice, but I feel like sometimes Libras need tough love, and I feel like that's what most Libras I know respond to well, is kind of that hard, tough love, and kind of giving you Libras no wiggle room, so that you really get your shit together, and that you really push yourself. So the general advice, I do feel like, yes, there's something blocking you, something, some sort of hurt, some sort of pain in your heart, but I feel like as general advice, this is like a reminder that you can handle it. You can balance all this. You can handle it. I feel like this Two of Pentacles is also about decision making. So I feel like maybe some of you need to make that choice, that conscious decision to heal, to let go of the past, or to let go of what is hurting you. First, you need to address it, of course, and then you can release it, let it go, and then I feel like hopefully you can turn this Ace of Swords upright, and you can kind of cut the bullshit and slice through all that is preventing you from seeing your goal. So all that cloudiness, all that haze, everything that is holding you back, you just release that, cut those cords, and you have these beautiful roses and butterflies here symbolizing transformation and beauty. I feel like you guys can have that comfortable lifestyle, that good lifestyle where you're proud of yourself and of the life that you live, and you can lead by example. And I feel like, most of you already do live that kind of life, but I feel like still deep down, there's something preventing you from really realizing your full and true potential. And so as this Two of Pentacles is coming up, I do feel like, this is like, you may have to kind of readjust and balance some things out, and to make sacrifices as well. But you need to make those decisions, those hard decisions, in order for you to then kind of, just own it. I feel like you guys can do that, but you need to, again, make some sacrifices, make some decisions, let some things go. And I feel like you need to really step it up a notch, kick it up a level. And I feel like that is coming to you. So I just feel like this is almost like preparing you and almost like giving you a heads up, like things are about to, get a little chaotic, but you have the resources and the ability to handle it with grace. I just feel like, when you get upgraded, obviously that comes with, sacrifice and with a bit of responsibility. You can't have everything that you want, but I do feel like, you can be happy and have what you want, but you first need to let things go. Otherwise, I feel like, you're never going to be able to express yourself and to communicate your feelings and what you want, and without being able to really identify what you want in your head and to kind of, clear your head and have peace of mind. I don't honestly believe that you can achieve, outer success and outer happiness without that inner work. So the outcome card for you Libras is Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the 2 and the 3 of Pentacles. And we have Swords card here. So we have air energy, just like you Libras, and then we have earth energy here. So the 3 of Pentacles, as the outcome card, is like you will be putting in a lot more work, a lot more effort. You're going to be paying more attention to what you do on a day-to-day basis. So if you are, just a stay-at-home mom or dad, you're going to be kind of going the extra mile. And if you do work or you're, in school, you're going to be really pushing yourself to the limit, and you're going to be, actually putting in that effort, and you're going to be putting in the work, and you're going to be rewarded for it. Again, this 2 of Pentacles is like almost a warning. It's like things are going to, get a little crazy. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to find balance, with your other responsibilities and your other commitments. But the 3 of Pentacles is a very good sign. This is reassurance that, you guys can handle it. Some of you may even, have help from the people around you. Hopefully, supportive family around you, and people. This could be even someone at work who is kind of, taking you under their wing and helping you. But you're not alone. The 2 of Pentacles is like balance, and this is doing everything, on your own, and really balancing things out and finding that harmony, that home work-life balance. But here it's like, it's going to be okay, because you have help. You're not alone. So really beautiful. I do definitely feel like, it's a recovery from this. It's like, this 5 of Swords is almost like, ill relations, not very good communication. And then you move to the 3 of Pentacles, where it's like, okay, you guys can find common ground. You guys can work towards a common goal, and you don't necessarily have to, necessarily bring everything up, and point fingers and play that he said, she said game. But I do feel like, if you deal with that internally on your own, and also communicate and express yourself, without, blaming people, without kind of bringing up all that anger. I mean, obviously you want to release the pain, and that might mean having to kind of revisit it, but I don't feel like you need to relive, all that hurt. I feel like you can kind of deal with it, release it, and then I feel like you're going to be more productive because of it, and it will lead to, more positive, more, fruitful endeavors for you. And I feel like you will be able to kind of work now towards your goal, and you will be able to, put in the effort, like I said, and you will be rewarded for it. But first, I feel like you need to kind of turn this around. You need to, this Ace of Swords is all about kind of taking that power and using it as a tool for good, and not just, a shiny plaything to look at, and not used to intimidate or to scare people. This is a tool that will help you and will get you far in life, but it should be used for good and to express yourself. Because, the swords has to do with the mind, with your rationality. And so I feel like logic and a good connection with, with how you can not necessarily like reason your way out of pain, but I do feel like, dealing with it in a rational way will definitely help you, and it'll make you see that there are other things that need your attention. And once you can get past your insecurities and get past that past pain, I feel like you're going to be moving on to bigger and better things. You're going to be a bit more busy. Things are going to pick up at home or at work, but I do feel like you're going to be able to handle it beautifully, and you're almost going to, like, you know, set a new normal, a new pace that's going to be, you know, more productive and more active as well for you.